So it appears I'm the queen of zucchini on this show. So today I'm going to take you through a zucchini baba ganoush with some crispy butter beans on top. It makes a really great starter. I've cooked the zucchini in some extra virgin olive oil in the oven to start, and that'll form the base of the baba ganoush. So we'll trim the zucchini a little bit on the end before we get them into our food processor, so we don't have the end bits chunking up our zucchini dip too much. And then we have our traditional flavours of baba ganoush to pop in there as well. And this is a lovely alternative because not everyone likes eggplant, which is what the original baba ganoush is made of. So I thought, why don't we find a way to make it an alternative with zucchini that still has the same consistency with the softness of the flesh, but without the eggplant. And it turned out really well. So all of our zucchini into the food processor with some garlic. One of my favourite spices, cumin. A little bit of smoky paprika. Because traditionally as well, I believe that when you make eggplant baba ganoush, the eggplant is charred on the smoking grill, so that's where that delicious smokiness comes from. And then some tahini. I really love tahini. Honestly, we use it so much in cooking at home. If you're looking to up your calcium in your diet a little bit, then tahini and sesame seeds are a really great way to do it. Of course, we need some lemon, and this is where you can kind of play with the flavours a little bit. So I'll start with about a tablespoon of lemon juice. And you can always bump up the lemon juice a little bit later. We'll go in with our herbs. Today I'm using parsley. I'm pretty generous with the herbs, as you may well have discovered. But again, increase, decrease as works for you and how you like to cook. If you didn't have parsley on hand, then coriander or dill could also be nice. 1 to 2 tablespoons of parsley into the food processor with the zucchini. And then a nice glug of Bertolli extra virgin olive oil. It's a great olive oil. It's a real all-rounder, so it works in lots of different dishes. Beautiful raw like this. I love it in my sweet baked treats as well. We'll season with some salt and pepper and blitz her up. So that looks perfect. Now it's time to make our crispy butter beans. Get your pan to about a medium to high heat and add a good glug of extra virgin olive oil because we want to make the beans lovely and crisp to contrast with the smooth nature of the dip. We'll just finely slice some of these Asian shallots. Look, I'll be honest, I use these because that's all I had in the fridge the day I first made this recipe. So you could use, honestly, an onion that you have on hand, a little bit of red onion or a traditional shallot. And once our oil is lovely and hot, we'll drop these into the pan with our butter beans and get them all crispy and delicious. We'll add some salt and pepper to the pan. You can at this stage add some chili flakes if you like. I tend to add those at the end because I don't know who I'll be serving this up to. And my little extra take as well, again, I had it on hand, my beautiful parents grow sorrel in their garden, is to add in some bitter greens like sorrel or rocket. If you had some leftover radicchio that you wanted to use, you could add that in as well. We'll add some of our chopped parsley in, so that goes lovely and crispy with the beans. So these are almost done. So we'll get our serving plate and get ready to serve it to our guests. Everything's ready to serve up. So we'll get the baba ganoush onto the plate first. Oh, turned out beautifully. It's a fun take on a traditional baba ganoush for sure. I'm going to create a little bit of a gap in the middle so that there's a bit of a gap for our crispy beans to go on the top. Now this is an optional extra. If you have some Greek yogurt or coconut yogurt, then you can get a few dollops of that. And it creates not only another layer of flavours into the dish, but also I love a bit of contrast. And then just give it a little bit of a swirl with the back of your spoon. Doesn't need to be super neat. Now for the crispy butter beans. And this dish is best served when the butter beans are hot. And the herbs and the sorrel have become lovely and crisp as well. And our shallots. So let's get them in there. I'm going to give it a little bit of extra pepper. I'm going to put a little bit more lemon around the edges. Tiny drizzle of extra virgin olive oil to finish. Not only does that make it taste great, but it gives it a nice little finishing glossy touch. Some chili flakes if you like. Again, that's an optional extra, but one of my favourites. And if you want to garnish it with a few more herbs like your parsley, or if you have some more of your sorrel leaves on hand, you can do that as well. Or you can serve it just as is. Zucchini baba ganoush, crispy butter beans, just need a juicy big lavash. That's a great looking snack.